I'm Brad White, and I'm the school director here at DSST Byers Middle and High School. I have lived, breathed, slept, ate, smelled, felt Byers, I think without stopping for the last 7 years.
If Mr. White is anything, he's extremely persistent, and he didn't give up. And he followed up again and again, and he laid out all of his vision for Byers and why he thought it would be special.
He shows all the traits, of course, because he created the traits of the Falcon. But I think tenacity is the one that he displays the most. He has seen this project, Byers, through for 7 years and built a school that is amazing and something to be so incredibly proud of. And when I think of the trials and tribulations that Mr. White has been through, doing that, it's just taken a great deal of tenacity.
The people that worked here on the founding team was a big part of my decision to come here. Mr. White being one of the most important people to this community, I think allowed me to understand that he cared deeply about the students here, and then that kind of echoed throughout the people that he hired, and so I wanted to be a part of something that was going to make a change in the city.
Mr. White is always present. He's always here, he's always around, he's always someone you can go to, someone you can approach. And that's like what you want in a leader. You know, you want someone who represents everyone and is there for everyone and will advocate for you and celebrate your successes. And that is what Mr. White is, and that's what he embodies, and he started this.
My Byers story started when Mr. White walked into a cheese shop where I worked part-time, and through some chatting found out I was a teacher and gave me his card, which was pretty serendipitous because I had applied to Byers before, years before, but didn't feel like I was ready at all. But then when I met him, it felt like it was meant to be, and the timing was right, and I was ready.
Traits of the Falcon: tenacity, courage, stoop, all of those, they're the traits of the Falcon, but they can easily be interpreted into us humans. We can take all of those traits and become better people.
Mr. White is one of the absolute most tenacious people that I have ever met, be it when he is recruiting new staff to come work at Byers, or when he is trying to motivate the student body to achieve a goal. He has this twinkle in his eye, this desire that is insatiable to achieve results, and he knows how to go after those goals in a way that leaves no room for excuses, that leaves no room for falling short. And he knows how to motivate everybody to get by his side and get it done.
It told me within day one that I was working for an amazing person, and from every time I hear him speak, every time that he gives me or he gives everyone a speech, I feel inspired by him, and I feel like I'm doing the best for my students, and I'm doing something that is truly changing educational inequality in the state of Colorado.
Brad has impacted me in a lot of ways, but I think one of the most significant has just been having such a great role model for how to lead.
It really was just it seemed like an extraordinarily different kind of school, an option that kind of popped up. It was new at the time, and I think the energy that we saw initially from Brad and then from the rest of the teachers as we got to know them just made it seem like an amazing thing to jump on with no hesitation that, well, maybe this thing isn't going to work and it's some new thing. It just seemed like they had a great network behind them and great people working on it.
Mr. White brought me to Colorado, not physically, but I'm from Massachusetts and had the idea that I think I want to move to Colorado, and applied to DSST, and it truly was his presence and positivity and the fact that he believed in me and wanted to work with me was just a life-changing impact, honestly, the fact that I'm here.
As I was heading back to Florida from Colorado, where I still lived, Mr. White called me, and just his instant enthusiasm made me want to be here. And then I've met with him every week for this year, and just his insight and the way that he approaches leadership and education centered around students is as inspiring as could be.
I would say that Mr. White's spirit animal isn't the Falcon's spirit animal is Mr. White.